Okay, folks, Paul Chamberlain, the Air Force guy, coming to you from Beckley's Camping Center today to talk to you about a leftover. This is a 2017 AirStream InterState, and this thing has got to find a home this year. If you're looking for the deal, boy, you have found it. For more information on this unit, be sure when you call, if you email, or if you stop by Beckley's Camping Center, you ask for Paul the Air Force guy. But let's get on to this AirStream InterState. So this one is one of the most popular as far as with the colors. It's a silver exterior, and I'm going to go over the interior colors as well once we get in there. Now, some of the benefits of having the AirStream over the competition out there, folks, these things have a lot of things that people are looking for that just aren't offered. Now, let's just start on the inside. Let's talk about on the inside here. So when we look at the front here, they have this Fusion system. Let me get it to so that you can actually see it there. So this is a Fusion entertainment center. And what this thing will do for you, it has satellite, so Sirius satellite, you have your navigation. This thing has programmed in for your navigation so that when you're going down the road, it has the height, the length, the weight of the unit, and it will go ahead and route you accordingly. Now, let's say that you run out of LP. This thing has a system on here you can go on. It will find you the closest LP place that you can go get LP or fuel or whatever, restaurants, camping centers, a lot of different things. Of course, it's a CD, stereo, AM, FM, all that good stuff. Up in the front here, some things you're not going to have in the competition, folks, is you're not going to have the front heated seats. As you'll see, this one has the front heated seats. You'll also have a heated windshield. So this front windshield, today like today, would have been a perfect day to go ahead and use that. Also, you'll notice that your backup camera is going to be in your rear view camera, which is up here. And folks, this one has one of the best. And let me see if I can demonstrate this backup camera to you. Now, I know it's kind of hard to see the benefit of this backup camera with where I'm located. Right now, we're backed up into a shop, but this thing has a fisheye, and this thing will give you 3 lanes behind you, as well as giving you distance. So you're able to see far back behind you, as well as when you're close up. If you're towing something, you're trying to back up to, hook up to something. So it does that. So that's another benefit to this AirStream InterState. Let's look at some others. Okay, staying with the interior here, what you're going to notice, the first thing when you walk in to an AirStream InterState is the fact that how large the countertop is and how deep the cabinets are. Now, folks, that does give you a little bit less walking area back between here. However, what it's going to give you in return is some massive storage. I mean, look at how deep the drawer is, and of course, look at how long that drawer is as well. And then, of course, you're going to have the lockable drawers as well as the cabinets up on the other. Now, this is the walnut, which is the most popular of the cabinets that they offer in their AirStreams. And again, this is a Corian countertop, but look at how wide that countertop is. When you're not using the sink, you've got room there. When you're not using the cooktop, you've got room there. Notice how you're not reaching up above you for a microwave. The microwave is actually down below here. Now, this microwave has an open and close button, and so you're able to open that and close it. Now, the difference with this type of microwave, folks, it has a browning and it has a grilling option. So it actually has up on the top inside, it's kind of like a broiler system. So if you want to sear meats and things of that nature, you can do that. And just to close it, you can either push the button or you just push on the door, and it's an automatic close on your microwave. Now let's talk about, since we're talking about appliances, let's talk about your refrigerator freezer. You'll see you have a nice size refrigerator freezer in here, freezer being down below, but this is a 12 volt 110 style. It's by NovaCool. Folks, the benefit of this style, let's show you the inside of this thing, is you hook this thing up and within an hour, you're ready to go ahead and put things in it. You're not having to, with a regular style refrigerator freezer in normal RVs, having to wait 12 to 24 hours for that. And it's going to be much quieter, so it's compression driven. So that is the refrigerator option that is here. Of course, you can see the furnace down below. Nice cabinet space for storage here. So you're going to notice that with your cabinet storage, folks, you can have a light in there. You have adjustable shelves, and then you also have drawers down below that you can, pull out drawers, and you can store things on that. So that is your storage there. And again, they do lock in place. As you're looking across the ceiling there, you're going to notice that you have, this is aluminum. This is the same aluminum they use on the trailers, folks. This looks almost like an Airstream in here. You'll see a power vent fan that you have in the kitchen area here. The beauty of that, folks, is you can go ahead and open a window, turn that on. It's only using 12 volt, and it will pull on through. Now, with the solar panel on the roof, you're able to, operate all these LED lights and your refrigerator and so forth for extended stays without running the generator that you have. The bed back here, 6 foot 10 inches in length. And all you need to do to put it down is you have a little button here, and as you can see, it lays down. Now there's also the headrest. The headrests come out, and then you have on either side, you have a little pull down to give you the additional length that's on that. So that is what you're looking at there. I had a little box back behind there. Didn't realize that. And then, of course, your front seats here, they just jackknife to come across. Some people leave them just like this, and when they're sleeping, that way if one of them need to get up in the middle of the night, they don't have to crawl down the bed. They can just drop their legs right into the middle. Now, you'll notice that there is for a table, you can put a table here, but the nice thing is, folks, is you see it's a little twist lock. So you twist the table in there and then it locks. Then, of course, you just press on that black button to release it. And the benefit of that type of table is, over the others, is you don't have the wiggle. Let me step back here and let you see what it looks like through this area. So you're going to see you have a TV here as well as a TV up in the front. Both those TVs can be run off an inverter, as well as there's an outlet up front there, your Blu-ray player that could be run off of your 12 volt system if you're just going to do some dry camping. So this kind of gives you an idea of what you're looking at from back this way. Your cabinet doors, folks, these things, they have some nice massive hinges on them. They hold up, you don't need your head, and of course you do have good storage in them. The largest storage you're going to have is going to be back here in the rear, and you can see how much storage you have back there. It's going to go off to either side. You can see you have lighting in here, some nice storage, as well as back behind your seat here, you're going to have a lot of storage and going underneath. Your windows. Now you have, on the windows, you have, and I don't have the remote with me, but you have a screen that comes down, and then you have a blackout shade. Now these windows are heavily tinted, as you can see. We're inside, but you can see looking through those. If someone was standing outside, they looking in, they could not see me sitting in here, even with these lights on. They might see some shadows, but that's about it. Let me go up front here and show you a couple other things, and then we're going to go to the outside, because there are a couple things on the outside that are very impressive. So here is where you have your monitor panel and so forth. This one has both an electric and propane water heater by Atwood, so you don't have to worry about having an antirod. Also, that's going to give you up to 18 gallons an hour. Of course, your generator start here. You can see your for your solar panel, all that stuff. Everything is right in here. Checking your tanks, turning your inverter on, and then of course the seats do spin around, and you have a little desk area up in the front here where you can drop that desk. And then, of course, that was that 110 outlet that is for the inverter. You have a USB port above there. You see the table stores very nicely in there. And you see you have a little night light coming down the aisle. One last thing before we head out, let me just show you what this bathroom, and because it's very unique and different with their bathroom, folks. Now there is a shower curtain to block the wood door, but you're going to notice that the shower itself is one-piece molded fiberglass. Nice thing with that is you have no seams, you have no sealant you need to worry about, and so forth. And it has everything you need in here. So this is your shower toilet area. Have a nice little mirror, everything you need. You got a little area here you can put something to hang. Has a little wire comes across, you can hang some wet clothes, and it even has its own little vent inside here. So that is the shower with the shower door. So let's take it outside. So on the outside, what you're going to notice is the screen door. Folks, on a lot of the competition, they have the roll down screens. They're not going to be as beefy as this particular screen. You see, it's only halfway there when it's open. So you can see that once you have it closed there, seals up quite nicely, and that's actually made by AirStream. It's on a nice little track, and then look at how tight the mesh is on the screen. So even the tiniest of bugs are not going to be getting in there. Now the other thing they do, folks, in some of the other competition, what happens is if you have your door open, you are not going to be able to put your awning in or out. With this one, you can. This is a awning by Carefree. You'll notice it also has 3 arms versus 2 because it's much longer. It's about 2 feet longer than other models. You can see you have LED light strips up in the top there. Also, you're going to notice that you have some ground effect lighting for that. Now, the controls for this awning and the lighting is right in the passenger side door. So whereas the competition, you've got to go inside, close the door in order to put the awning in or out. Otherwise, it would hit the top of the door. This one is exclusively made for AirStream. And the controls are right here underneath the seat. So what you're able to do is, you have, of course, the awning on or off. And by the way, it has a seismic sensor on there, so if it gets a little bit windy, if it's jumping up and down, it'll automatically retract. Then, of course, you have your chassis light and your awning light. Now, the cool thing with this lighting system is you watch this light down here is I can go ahead and make it brighter, or I can make it, well, dim it. You know, I can dim it. I don't. It's kind of hard to see that it's dimming, but this is a dimmer controlled lighting system. So just easy on or off. And then to retract the awning, just push the button, let go, and it's going to automatically retract. So you don't have to stand there and hold the button. You're going to notice it clears the door, and it's put away. So that's the other. With most others, you're going to have to go ahead and hold that button. So that's a nice benefit with that. When you just shut it off, you're good to go, and it covers up quite nicely. So that is there. Now with the AirStream, also the thing you're going to get with this is you're going to get, they have a little pocket right under here, and it's the emergency kit from Mercedes, and it has all your first aid kit, emergency kit. It's also going to have stored for you the triangle. It'll have a triangle, so if you're stopped on the road and so forth, you need to go ahead and put those out. You have a little tool kit back underneath the passenger seat. Now, this floor here would have a carpet over it. We do not put the carpet out until it is gets the new owner. So let me show you a couple other things. Okay, so when you're looking at the wheels that they have, these are the Alcoa with Durabright. Folks, they clean up with just soap and water. These will not pit, rust, or any of that. and they clean up very, very nicely. Back here behind the wheels, this is where you would go ahead and fill your LP tank. It also has an LP connection, so if you want to set out an outside grill here, you can. So that's right there behind a little door there. And then right above that, you have a cable connection as well as HDMI with your 110 outlets. So if you would like to, you could be, set yourself up a nice little TV out here. You could be using the DVD player from the inside or watching cable, whatever, on this side, and be cooking out all on this door side. Just a big bright LED light on this side for you. The doors open and come all the way back if you'd like, and they do have a magnet. And then let's go on the off door side. I want to show you some things that are unique with how they do things over here. Okay, so on your driver's side, this is where your service center stuff is. Now it has a little light switch right here for service lights. So you see how they're off, but see, obviously some of us do get to a campsite or need to get to using this in the evening. So you're able to light up all of the areas over here. So you have your freshwater fill right there. You have your outside shower. It'll have a little hose that goes to that. So you have both hot and cold water. And then a clean dump system, folks, with a macerator. So what you have is, it's electronic valves for your black and gray. You have your waste pump, service light, your cable inlet, and then of course for your waste reel, this will come out 20-some feet, so that you go ahead and hook it. Now the nice thing with this will literally pump waste uphill. No more walking the hose, folks. And then when you're done with it, of course you dump out your black, then you do your gray, which is going to clean it through, and then all you're going to do, folks, is then hit the release, and this is going to go ahead and retract it right back in there, and it's up out of the way. Makes it so much easier. Something else you're going to have on the outside of your Airstream here is it has sensors. So lane departure sensors, parking sensors. It also has little cleaners, so when your windshield, when your lights get dirty, these things will pop out and clean the lighting system for you. Makes it much nicer. You can see where you go ahead and step up on the bumper there to get up to help clean the windshield. So that's that, and then we just talk about a couple other things here. Okay, folks, so that was the Airstream. This is a 2017 leftover. So for more information on this particular camper or any others, be sure if you call, if you stop by, or if you email Beckley's Camping Center, be sure to ask for Paul the Air Force Guy. I appreciate you watching. Subscribe to my page. I've got a big announcement coming the first of the year, and looking forward to a lot more good stuff coming.